It's crypto blood, Detroit flow, streaming from the D. Knowing what to show, indicators are wrong point. OG since 12, invested in trade, living life like a pro. I'm Rucker, Jerry, and just bloods do. Bad motherfucker in a good way, boo. Got my eyes on the charts, ain't no time to sleep. Get that money, gotta keep it creep. That's why crypto blood, just the toast is on the line. Stacking my coin, got the market on my mind. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum too. Cash is king, but I'm looking for a new move. I know the culture of the markets like the streets. Got my finger on the pulse, can't nobody beat. I see the trends, I see the flow. Got my strategies in place, you know.
Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks! We'll do it live. Okay.
That's right, ladies and gents. We are doing it live. Welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. Yours truly, Crypto Blood. We got some people in the building already. T. Will early. Thanks for tuning in, my friend. Sean Curl. I haven't seen Sean in a while. Caroline, I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you in the building. MP in the house. Let's go. Cherry City Bulls in the building. What's going on, everybody? Hope everyone's doing well on today, Monday. Cat rapping sound like Method Man. Yeah, that's what I've heard. It's all AI. Rappers, y'all in trouble. Rappers, y'all are in trouble. Let me tell you. So in today's episode, we are going to go through this crazy epic run that XRP has gone on. And it really started after Trump won, because we all know once Trump won, we knew the next step was for Gensler to basically say he's out of here. He's quitting. And then we got that happening. So after that happened, we had another chain of events. We're going to go through all of that today. Hyben in the building. Thanks for tuning in, my friend. Round of applause to him. Justine in the house. So there are a number of things that happened, but I'm going to show you in today's episode why price, again, I always talk about this, price and value are not the same thing. The price has gone up crazily, 400 and something, almost 500% in 30 days. Come on, man. But I got some metrics and I'll show you why the value is not there at these prices. It's just is nowhere near valuable at we almost at $3. So we'll talk about that in today's episode. Maybe that information you can at least take it and maybe take a little profits if you are in XRP. I was wondering the same thing, my guy. I'm on streaming on Instagram right now too. Just started streaming there. This is the first stream I did on Instagram on IG. So go follow me over there. Crypto Blood. It's just straight Crypto Blood over there. Someone said, Life Size Box said, where is the XRP army? I don't know. I feel like they might have cheated. They might have got impatient and moved to some other coins, and boom, you get the move up 480 something percent. But we'll see if the XRP army, men and women, flood the block today. Show us some love for sure. Last piece said, just sold my XRP. I've held it for like 3 years. Yeah. I think, not giving financial advice, but after today's episode, you might understand why. Last piece to the puzzle sold some. Hyben says here, my two Satoshis on the line. Yeah, shout out to my Hyben. Quoting the rap song. What's the word on Telos? Good question, bro. I don't know. A very undervalued crypto right there. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I still got my bag of Telos. It did make a run maybe about 6 months ago. But yeah, I have to check into that for sure. I know one of the founders very well. I've had him on my show many times in the past. Very ambitious project and blockchain, fast blockchain. Lee Richard says, blood is sheep. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sheep. I don't know. Blood is a sheep. Okay, I'm a sheep. Thank you, Lee. XRP going to $5. Doubt it. Where's that 3? Nah, I don't know. I don't see it going to 5. Again, I'm gonna go over the details. You gotta look at some key metrics to understand and put some context around XRP and its pump. What we got here? Johnny says, after 5 years, I dumped XRP. My guy, Log Dog. Round of applause for him. Great move up, for sure. Great move up. No doubt about it. We got crypto jiu-jitsu in the building. Shout out to him in Arizona. Yeah, man. It's been good seeing you here. Haven't seen you in a minute. He's doing a great thing down there in AZ, guys. I had him on my show. Maybe I'll try to link to the interview I had crypto jiu-jitsu on maybe about 2 years ago. So shout out to him. Good to see him in the building. So again, today we're going to talk about that. But also today we got the $50 giveaway ×2, baby. ×2. All you need to do is have your BYDeFi account locked and loaded and ready to go. Let me see if I can get the QR code on the screen really quickly. Scan that QR code before we get to that part in the live stream. It'll be towards the end, so you do still have some time to sign up with BYDeFi and have that UID number locked and loaded. If you are a member of the YouTube channel, you're already on the wheel. If you super chatted last week, you're already on the wheel. Okay, so let me just bring that up, let you guys see what we got cracking here for this week's wheel. So I'm giving away $100 this week. Round of applause. $50 to 2 different individuals. I'm going to spin the wheel. How many times should I spin the wheel? I'll let the chat pick. I'll let the chat decide. It's usually 10, but I'm not going to do 20 spins because I don't think we have, we got what? 51 entries this week. And I don't know how many signups we have. Maybe 15, 16. So I don't know. Maybe I'll still do 10. Maybe I'll still do 10. So I hope you guys got your UIDs locked and loaded. Maybe I'll do 15. I'll do 15. Let me know how many times I should spend this week. I don't want to be up on this joint all day. AI says 10. AI said he took profits yesterday and took 4x half to Bitcoin, half to other alts that are down. Great portfolio rotation right there, my guy AI Griff. You seem to know what you're doing. Oh, MP, good one. I think I'm gonna have to go. He asked a question. What's a better TV show, Breaking Bad or Ozark? I watched both of those, the whole series. I watched both of them. So I would have to say I got to go with Breaking Bad, ladies and gentlemen. I got to go with Breaking Bad. Crypto City in the building. Steve says 10. AI says 10. We're going to go with 10, guys. We're going to go with 10. If I win, give it to Big Curious Mom. Sounds good, my friend. It's a high likelihood that you will win, T-Will. It's a high likelihood. So I'll definitely do that. I have not seen either. Oh, you're missing out, bro. You have to check out. If you have time over the holiday, binge watch Breaking Bad, man. Binge watch that one. And Ozark. Ozark is good too, man. Excellent series. I still haven't seen Billions. Crazy. Everyone's talking about Billions. I still have not seen that one. Shout out to everyone over on IG. Checking in. This is my first stream, so show me some love, ladies and gents, over there. All right, let's go ahead and get into the nitty gritty. First, let's go ahead and take a look at the charts because that's important, right? We got to see where we are with Bitcoin because that's the big daddy. I'm going to do this, redraw this line right here. We had a trend line forming, a downward trend line forming at the top of the market for Bitcoin, giving us a slight pennant. And we did break below it a little bit there. We're still slightly, well, we're now back above it. But we are, we dipped below it a few hours ago for a few hours earlier today. and we got back above it right now. Let's see if we can keep that momentum. I was hoping that this move right here was going to take us and break us out to the upside like we saw on Sunday afternoon or evening. We saw a breakout, but it was a false break. And then I thought this morning we were going to definitely get that breakout to the upside and take out all-time highs and possibly get us closer to that 100K. Still not there. Close but no cigar, ladies and gentlemen. Close but no cigar. Caffeinated Crypto in the building. Wire is the best. Didn't watch the whole season of Wire. The series, I should say. So Johnny B thinks Bitcoin is going to crash. I don't know. Yeah, that's crazy. ETH fees are going crazy. So as I stated, guys, we had a pennant forming here, which I think we will break to the upside. Is looking that way. We got some support under the pennant here, which happened on Tuesday, which was on the 26th. And we got a dip under here right now forming, but it looks like we're trying to grab our way back above water. And I think, and I'm hoping that this go round on the 1 hour, we will break through and at least score a point at 98,000. That'll be good if we can score a $98,000 point there for the bulls. So we'll just keep an eye out on that. Litecoin ain't dead. Man, in a bull run, ain't nothing dead. Everything resurrects. D4 in the building. Thanks for tuning in, my friend. CME gap at 70K. Uh-oh. A lot of people have been talking about that. I don't see us going any lower than 88K. But 70K is way down there. God, that violates a whole bunch. That violates a whole bunch. So, I don't know. Let's take a look at we have here. Where's my Blowfin account? I don't see it up here. Maybe I have to go to the other desktop. Give me 1 second, ladies and gents. Jump over to the other desktop to see if I have Blowfin open, and it is not. Let me see if I can bring up what we got on trades on deck right now for Blowfin. So Blowfin, we're going to look at BYDFi too, because I got some manual trades over there. Blowfin, we are 6 trades open right now. Okay. We are the highest green is going to be TRX. We're up 43% on that one. This is blood. These are all Bloodlytics trades. All right. Link in the description below if you want to check that out for a month. But in the green on all except Near. Near's down 32% on that short. I feel like, is that right? Should we still be in a short on Near? Let's check out Near real quick. I don't know about 30%. I guess we could be down 30% on Near. Yeah, I was gonna say we should be near, no pun intended. We should be near the stop loss on that bad boy, and lo and behold, we sure are. All right, I usually don't, at 30x, 30% drawdown is roughly around the top or the bear max we will the max we'll lose on a trade roughly is in that range. But yeah, we are right there at the stop loss. So we'll see if we hit that, and conversely, we end up going long. We'll see. We will see. We will see. But let's take a look at the sand trade. Remember this? I told you guys get into sand. Told you guys, look, this might be the wave with regulation getting out the way, with Trump coming in. I think you're going to see more clarity with regulation. So you're going to have the GameFi / metaverse, even DeFi. They're going to do very well. They're going to do very well in this under this administration. So that's why I was telling you guys to look back into your metaverse plays. Someone gave me a metaverse play on Solana. I'm very bullish on Solana as a layer 1. So if I'm bullish on Solana as a layer 1, I need to have all my categories covered on the or in the Solana ecosystem. So you got the memes. Solana got the memes on lock. Solana got the memes on lock. So we need to find the metaverse that's going to be the premier metaverse environment on Solana. But as far as Ethereum goes, Sand, my friend, Sand is still one to look into. And I told you guys to buy it. I bought some. Let's go over to my BYDeFi. Link in the description below to trade at BYDeFi. Love their interface. They have the reverse action. I love that too. So you don't have to worry about like swapping directions. You can just hit that reverse button and boom, you in business. Now, I bought Sand. As you can see, the B icons. I like that they have this on here. The buy icons I bought on the 27th, and I bought some on later in the day on the 27th as well, just because my conviction was very high. I didn't think we would, and you can see my stop loss is right below that zone. And then we got a nice pop on the 28th, and I took half my profits on that trade. We were up about 85% on that trade. I put $40,000 down on that particular trade. So I did take, I don't know why it's not showing it, but I did take profits on that. That's strange. Do I have to go back or something? What the hell? Oh, closed trades. There we go. Closed trades. So I did take half the profits on that particular trade here. And I'm letting the rest ride. We're now up about 64%, but I think we're going to get a breakout on Sand, and we could easily reach 86 cents, which is near not all-time high. This cycle's high. Definitely that's a play that we can see happen. If, of course, Bitcoin continues to sustain this stuff. You got to look at Bitcoin as your overall market barometer, basically. So you can really chart Bitcoin and figure out what's going on there. And that will subsequently help you know what's going on with your altcoins. So that is my strategy with everything. Star Atlas and Solus on Solana. I didn't realize Star Atlas was on Solana. I did not realize that. I remember that project. A lot of hype. Shit out of luck chain. There was a meme coin that I sponsored, promoted, called Shit Out of Luck, that was on Ethereum. That was like kind of a play on Solana. That was pretty funny. I had to check that one out too. 10 pound. Thank you for that. And Star Atlas. I actually didn't even realize it was on Solana. So I'm definitely looking into those too. Probably will pick up some of that this week. 10 pound said he is 20x long XRP on 2 accounts. Won't close until the world embraces WXRP. Well, I hope for the best for you, my friend. After today's episode, maybe you have a second guess on your assessment of XRP. But again, today's episode is all about understanding the difference between price and value. There is a difference. We conflate the two, but there's a huge difference, absolute difference in price and value. Yes, XRP's price going crazy. I was wrong for sure. And primarily wrong because, I wasn't thinking about Trump like getting back in and what that meant for SEC and Gary Gensler stepping down. If I would have thought that many steps ahead, then yeah, I would say, yeah, I definitely could see XRP popping, but I did not see that coming. However, I was right on when XRP partially won their case against the SEC back in the day, about 2 years ago. I told you to fade that rally at 80 cents, and that would have panned out for you well. And I'm starting to get that itch again with Solana or at XRP at damn near $3 for no I mean, it's a reason, but it's overvalued. It overshot just like MicroStrategies has. And we're going to talk about MicroStrategies today too. Crazy situation. Matter of fact, let's talk about that right now. MicroStrategies crashing now, doubling down on their crash out, ladies and gents. They just bought another $1.5 billion in Bitcoin. Now, I didn't look into this article to see exactly how they bought the $1.5 billion worth. Was it a another issuance of debt or what? Let's see if this article makes mention of that. Let's see here. So MicroStrategy has acquired 15,400 Bitcoin, around 1.5 billion at $95,000, almost $96,000 per Bitcoin, and has achieved Bitcoin yield of 38.7% and 63.3% year to date. So it didn't say how they acquired or what they did to acquire that. If they raised capital and raised debt, use debt to raise cash and buy, or what. Let's see if it goes, if any detail down here. Doesn't look like they are saying in this article. But again, I'm still very, very concerned about the behavior of MicroStrategies because they're just crashing out, in my opinion. Stop buying at such freaking high. Now, you know, hindsight, of course, if Bitcoin went to 150, you know, you could say that's not a high price. They're buying at $95,000, $96,000 Bitcoin, but buy on the dip at least. You're buying like the one tranche they bought, what, last week, I think $5 billion worth, was at near all-time highs. It was like $97,000 Bitcoin. So I'm just like, give it a minute, my G. Buy on the pullback. Get some at 90, sub 90,000. But hey, it's going to end badly. I'm telling you guys, it's going to end badly for MicroStrategy. I did a whole video on that, I think about a week ago. I went through the history of MicroStrategy and Michael Saylor and how he ran MicroStrategies into the ground in 2000. I think he's going to do it again. I think he's going to do it again. So what if Saylor was right and CB is crashing out right now? Oh man, it's a possibility. It's a possibility. It's definitely a possibility. But again, go back and watch the video that I put up that actually got taken down by YouTube, but it got reinstated. Let me see. Matter of fact, I'll drop a link right now. Let me just drop a link to that right now, guys, so you can check that out later, because it breaks down in detail the whole situation. And there was a guy on YouTube. He has a doctorate in, I don't know if it's corporate finance. I don't know what he has a doctorate in, mathematics, statistics. I'm not sure. But he has a doctorate, and he broke down what I inherently knew, but couldn't verbalize it because I don't have a doctorate in statistical analysis or whatever. I don't know. Round of applause for that guy. Check that one out. Dropped it in the chat room. I'll drop it on IG, and I'll drop it in the Rumble and Kick. I'm streaming everywhere, baby. You ain't never there. Press O'Neill says, if Trump makes a stockpile of Bitcoin next year, do you see us having a bear market under 100K? I think Saylor knows or did some math we're not hip to. So here's the thing. You got to think. So, and we're going to talk about what the government just did. I can't stand the Biden administration, bro. They are so grimy. Not even talking about the pardon that Biden just did for his son, which he said multiple times that he would not do. I didn't believe him, but I'm just saying, like, be a man of your word. He doesn't know how to be a man of his word at all. He's low down, dirty shame, like the Wayans brothers. So Crypto Billy says, Sailor truly believes that you have to get them now before you can. He doesn't care about the price. He feels they are so rare that these prices are super cheap. Who knows, man? I understand, and I understand that logic. The issue that I have, guys, is that it's not the price of Bitcoin. It's the price of the stock. Micro strategies is the problem. I keep saying that to you guys. And again, go watch that video. And in that video that I just dropped, it actually has a link to the full video. If you want to just watch the video and not me rambling around for an hour, you can watch the video. It is linked in the description of that video that I just dropped. Shout out to everybody over on IG right now. Thanks for tuning in. Chloe said she's here in the background, but she's working. All right. So, I think you're on the wheel, miss. You're on the wheel. So make sure you keep your ears plugged. See if your name is called. Have your UID number ready as well. Have your UID number ready as well. Let me get that on the screen right now for you. Scan that QR code, sign up with BYDFi, and have that UID ready, locked and loaded for today's episode. We're giving away $100 altogether, ladies and gentlemen. $50 to 2 individuals. So please be ready. Have that locked and loaded. All right. So speaking of the government, y'all, the government is out here moving another $2 billion. It's ironic that they moved $2 billion and MicroStrategies bought 1.2 or 1.5 billion. So, maybe this is kind of an offset, only a negative net $500 million. Bitcoin has dipped in price following a massive move, nearly $2 billion worth of seized Bitcoin from Silk Road has been moved to Coinbase, guys. And so, to your point, I can't remember who just said this. I think it was Press O'Neil. Press O'Neil said something about, Trump having the stockpile. Yeah, Trump will have a stockpile if these stupid ass Biden administrators will stop selling. Like, damn. So yeah, we will have a stockpile, but it looks like the Biden administration is doing everything opposite of what Trump is trying to do or wants to do before he gets into office. It's unfortunate he has to telegraph these things because, to get votes, to get people to believe in his vision, you got to telegraph what you're going to do. So in doing so, it kind of shows, his Trump card, no pun intended, a little bit. I'm sure he didn't tell us everything he wanted to do, but, with the things that he has told us during his campaign, you got the Biden administration hurrying up, trying to do everything opposite to sabotage him. It's a damn shame. Absolute damn shame. So the stockpile that Trump wants to use or keep, basically he wants to all the Bitcoin that he stole, that the government stole. Let's just be honest with you. They literally just did a shakedown on everyone who had Bitcoin, from Silk Road to the person in I think Texas or Ohio. They just come through and just take everyone's Bitcoin. So the Bitcoin they've taken, he wants to keep, instead of doing what the Biden administration is doing. He wants to keep that Bitcoin and have it as a reserve. I like that idea. I definitely like that idea. Some people think that that's not a good idea, like some people that I listen to. Daniela DiMartina Booth. She doesn't think that's a great idea. So I like to listen to various people and get differing opinions. So I can make my own assessment. You know what I mean? That's what you should do. You shouldn't listen to everyone you agree with. Only listen to a varying shit. Hold on. Drop my damn earbud. Listen to varying opinions. That's how you get, come to the best solution for you, is listening to varying opinions. Press says here, get rid of partners. I don't even understand why that is a thing. I hate Biden, but I understand a dad getting his son out of prison, regardless of crime. Any real dad would do that. Round of applause for any real dad doing that. Oh, listen, bro, I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. I'm just saying, be a man of your word. If you didn't want to come out and say you were going to pardon him, say, no comment. But they got to play that political game, and they have to lie, steal, cheat, do all that stuff, because that's the game of politics. That's Washington. Unfortunately, I don't think anybody believed. Oh, I mean, of course, the Democrats believed it. The demons believed it. They believed Biden that he wasn't going to make that move, but everyone else knew he was going to pardon his son, as he should. Like Press O'Neill said, as he should. They are spending before Trump gets in. Yes, crazy, bro. It's nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Probably to pay for illegal immigrant housing. I wouldn't be surprised. XRP is going to 2,000. So do the math on the rest of the crypto market. No, it don't work that way, my friend. it don't work that way, but I hear you. You want to back into it with using XRP as the basis. All right, bro. All right, that's just not. We're going to get to XRP. Black Mammoth, stick around, because I want to break down some things. I see you're an XRP fan. Round of applause. Round of applause for those who held through, for sure. Y'all had some conviction, for sure. I gotta definitely give it to you, because it looked like it was all over. Very few coins, by the way, go to zero, especially something like XRP. I didn't think it was going to go to zero. I just thought it was going to underperform all other cryptocurrencies going forward. And I think it still is. It's up 400-something% in the last 30 days. That is phenomenal, but it's not taking out all-time highs yet. So if you compare it to maybe some other coins, it is still slightly underperforming. Just in XRP for the payoff. I hear you, bro. Do your thing, bro. Listen, this channel is not a channel to bash people. We can have different opinions, not agree. We can agree to disagree and keep it moving. So that's what it is here. So I definitely shout out to Black Mammoth for repping that XRP gang. Just giving you a little different opinion. That's all. So again, we've got here Silk Road government moving $2 billion over to Coinbase, and you know what time that is. It's time for them to liquidate. They're trying to suppress the price of Bitcoin. They're definitely trying to suppress the price of Bitcoin. And by the way, I was watching somebody, that very intelligent person. I can't remember who it was, but they made a point. It's not in the government's best interest to promote Bitcoin. So this is why I think Trump is doing this to pander to the crypto community. When he came out to Miami, Bitcoin 2024, he said what he said. He's going to try to live up to that. But ultimately, from a national security perspective, it's not in the government's best interest to be too pro Bitcoin. It's not. They need to be pro petrodollar. That's what keeps this thing going, the Ponzi going. You got to have petrodollar be in demand, highly sought after. That's the program you have to run with as a government. So don't get it twisted. Just remember that in the back of your mind. If things get out of control, and this is why I said last week that Bitcoin has been it's been taken over. It's been hijacked. And they did that starting back in 2017, way back in 17. You guys may not know that, but those were the first steps they were putting in place to really take control of Bitcoin. And I talked about that in that video as well. Bitcoin price, Bitcoin value. Bitcoin value is very great. The price is suppressed. I think the price of Bitcoin should be at damn near $1 million today. Today, round of applause. Today. JC says XRP long-term hodlers will use retail as exit liquidity. It's a possibility. Yep. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. So let's take a look at, before we get to the wheel spin, guys, which will be next. So have those UIDs locked and loaded and ready. I want to take a look at what we got going on at Cointelegraph, because this is adding to the fuel, to the flame, I should say. This is adding to the flame. Wisdom Trees officially files S1 for spot XRP ETF. Spot Bitcoin ETF provider Wisdom Tree became the 4th firm in the U.S. to submit a S1 filing with the SEC for a spot XRP ETF. At this point, I think I don't understand this shit. I don't understand XRP, not XRP. I don't understand these ETFs for individual cryptos. I think it's overkill, with the exception of Bitcoin. Bitcoin having its own ETF, cool. But any other ETF, in my opinion, maybe Ethereum can get by, doing an ETF solely just Ethereum. But I think anything after Ethereum, it probably should be like a basket ETF of your top altcoins. I don't see the demand for, again, not even Solana. And I'm a huge Solana fan. At this juncture, I don't see a need for a Solana ETF, nor an XRP ETF, nor any other ETF other than Bitcoin and possibly Ethereum. So what's going on here, in my opinion, is a money grab by Wall Street, again, to rent seek and skim off the top of the less informed, those that don't want to just go buy XRP themselves and just have it in the damn wallet. And to take a step further, even if you don't want to do that, you could at minimum just go buy it on Coinbase or Kraken or some other centralized exchange and just have it there. But to go buy a damn ETF, I don't understand it. Somebody help me out. Am I missing something? I really don't understand the point of it. Actually, I do understand the point of it. Again, it's Wall Street coming in, doing their financialization on everything. They got to financialize everything. And this is just another symptom of Wall Street's tentacles grabbing onto everything they can. It's sad. Cliff High told us that crypto freedom narrative would fall off because most people are sheep. Just like my guy who told me I was a sheep. Where's my guy at? I can't find his name, but he told me I was a sheep. It's still occasionally read my Roaring 20s newsletter just to remind me. Oh, you say you still occasionally read it? Yeah, classic. Those are definitely the days, bro. Cliff High and his Roaring 20s newsletters. That was crazy, man. But yeah, I agree with that. I agree with Cliff on that point. The whole narrative of crypto freedom and autonomy, and that shit's been done, guys. It's been done. We got Andy Lee. I haven't seen him in a while. Thank you for giving me some love, Andy. Appreciate your support. ETH, then Solana. Well, we already got an ETH ETF. Look at the crypto ETFs approved in Germany. Those will be the ones approved in the US. Okay, good point. I like that that strategy of looking at it. Germany is the biggest economy in Europe, for sure. XRP, the new Bitcoin? Not at all. Not at all. Let's go ahead and take this time, ladies and gentlemen, to do what I love doing every Monday, and that is to give away crypto. Let's get the timer up. Shout out to everyone over on Instagram watching. This is my first stream. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Trying something new. I've never streamed live on Instagram, so just show me some love in the chat room. Let me get the timer up and running really quickly so we can have that ready. Again, if you guys want to participate in these weekly giveaways, all you have to do is become a member of the YouTube channel and or super chat during one of my live streams. You can also give a super, what is it called? A super thanks, which is like I guess a super chat, but while the video or after the video has been live, you can still go and give a super chat or super thanks. So you can do that as well. Let me see here. All right, so I got that set up. Now let me pull this up really quickly, and we're going to get this cracking. 51 members, or I should say entries, in the giveaway this week. Round of applause to each and every one. I know most of you aren't here, so that's why I'm only doing 10 spins. And if you miss it, you miss it. So let's go ahead and get a little background music going. Let me shuffle it first. There we go. And let's spin it, ladies. Oh man, Big Curious Mom almost won. Boys Crypto, are you in the building? And if so, drop that UID number in the chat room right now, my friend. We got 60 seconds to get that shit in the chat. Oh, I do remember that. He was trying to show everyone he's not zesty. Yeah. All right, Shannon. All right, Shay. Crazy, man. This shit is crazy. This internet is crazy. All right. Looks like my man Voice Crypto did not make it, ladies and gents. So we're gonna remove him, shuffle, and spin again. CC Blitz, a longtime supporter of the channel. Are you in the building, my friend? You got 60 seconds. Thank you for that, T-Will. You know, while we wait, I have a question for you. And hit me in the chat rooms on all platforms, whichever one you're watching. I want to know your take on this. Why do people hate XRP so much? I know I have my reasons, but I want to know why other people don't like XRP. I know I got some people that love XRP, but for the people that don't, why don't you like XRP? All right. Well, my friend, gotta remove it. Shuffle and spin. 2 spins down, ladies and gents. 8 to go. Wisdom bars. I know you were in the building. Do you have that UID number is the question. Drop it in the chat room right now, my friend. Wicked. So I'm right now I'm pinning all of your responses because I'm gonna go through all of these. A lot of them are valid. Most people are caught up on not making money and fall into politics of what other people think. B. Walter says. That's a good one too. I'm not seeing. Is anyone seeing wisdom bars? I don't have a motherfucker. What's your problem, bro? I'm giving away $50 and you don't have your man. All right. Well, we gotta move on, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, wisdom bars. Supposed to be smarter than that. All right, so we gotta remove wisdom bars, shuffle, and spin. Let's get that music back up and running. Top Signal is. I don't think I saw Top Signal in the building today. Top Signal, are you in the house? Let us know. You got 60 seconds to drop me that UID from BYD. Scan that QR code. You still got time, ladies and gents. Hurry up and create yourself an account. I hope I can call you King Chris, man. Black Mammoth says, I'll get into politics after I get $1 million. I hear that, bro. I hear that. All right. Top Signal, not in the building, which is rare. He's usually in here. So shout out to Top Signal, a huge supporter of the channel. He's won a lot because he gives a lot. So we appreciate that. We definitely appreciate that. So let's go ahead and remove Top Signal, shuffle, and spin. King Tech HD. I don't think that's King Tech. Let me know if you're in the building. You got 60 seconds. So, blood isn't the TPS low on XRP. We'll take a look at it. It's okay. It's not like, I don't think it's up there, man. Like, ain't nobody using it. Again, we're going to get to this point. I got some stuff to break down on the value versus price argument for XRP. Just stick around because I want you guys to hear this, and we have that conversation. Why would you make a personal ID public just asking for a friend? No one can do anything with that ID. It's just your user account number. It's not attached to anything other than, like, no one can do anything with that. You can't even log in with that or anything. It's just your unique identifier for your BYD5 account. So it's nothing that anyone can do with that. All right, so you're safe with that, Chloe. All right, so it looks like oh shit, are you serious? XRP is 35 to 70 TPS. Garbage. This is what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't even know that. I knew. Oh my god, man. Anyway, King Tech out of here. Shuffle and spin. We have 5 more spins, ladies and gents, before we wrap this up. I feel like somebody's going to win. At least one person's going to win. Or not. John Germain, are you in the house, my friend? You got 60 seconds. And while I'm spinning, guys, y'all can go ahead and sign up. If you're a member, you got time to sign up. Hit that QR code and get yourself an account with BYDFi. That's where I trade. So I'm pinning a lot of these comments. You guys got some great comments. Guys got some B Walter coming with some great comments, man. So I'm gonna go through all of those pinned comments here in a minute because I like what I'm seeing for sure. Good, very good points. All right, the network is scalable or isn't scalable, Wick. Let us know. It's been tested at 70K TPS back in 2017. Yeah, that's all hypothetical, bro. I've seen, listen, I understand probably more than most, for sure, more than most. Maybe not as much as some people in the chat room, but I understand how these blockchains are built and are architected. And yeah, that testing shit ain't about nothing. You got to see it in the real world. The sandbox testing, 70,000. Nah, you need to see it actually being done across all nodes and in live environment. At any rate, let's go ahead and shuffle and spin again. Mark Belsky, huge supporter of the channel. Are you, Mark? Are you with us? Are you okay, Annie? Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Let's see. So I'm seeing a lot of great comments here, so I can't wait to go over those in a second. And then we're gonna finalize this stream with some some knowledge, man. Some alpha, hopefully, for you guys. 25 seconds. Mark, are you in the building, my friend? Yeah, Mark wins a lot. He sure does. No, you can't. So the thing is, Wick, you have actual blockchains out there that have stood the test of time and have really stood up to it. Like, we know what Ethereum has done. We have to remove Mark. We know what Solana. We've seen it crash and come back, and they've made patches and updated, and you ain't seen no problems with Solana. And it's, again, we're gonna go through the list. I got a whole list of your highest, your blockchain, top blockchain activity list. Let's see. Mark said he sent it. Do you guys see it? Put in there, do something like UID and then do UID and then your number like this, Mark. Do something like this. Because I think the YouTube algo blocks it for some reason. Maybe it's spam or something like that. Yeah, we're not seeing it. Or add spaces in it. That's what Superwoman Blue had to do last week. Add a space in between a few of them. So it looks like we do have a winner, guys, for this week. We do need one more, though. That's the good thing. I'm doing it twice. So we still got 3 more spins. So let's see if there we go. There we go. Thank you, my friend. All right, so I got you. I got you locked and loaded. So let's spin again. We got one more winner, guys. Let's see if we can get someone else another $50 over at BYD5. Shuffle and spin. Trade Intuition, are you in the building, my friend? You got 60 seconds. I hear you, Wick. I hear you, bro. Always the person's that work don't get to work, right? I don't know what. That's how it is, bro. All right, Trade Intuition. I gotta knock you off, my friend. Sorry about that. Pause, no diddy. And we're gonna spin again. NW. Are you in the building? I need that UID number. Again, guys, if you're sitting here waiting and watching, you might as well sign up with BYD5. Scan that QR code on the screen. We got a lot of perks over there as well once you sign up. And again, you have the opportunity to receive $50. You can either trade it, take it out, do whatever you want to do with it. It's yours. It is yours, my friend. Yeah, B. Walter. That's what T. Will said too. $5. I don't know why you guys are picking $5. I would love to know why. All right, let's go and spin one more time. We've spun 9 times, so hopefully the last one, Superwoman Blue, can win again, baby. Spin. See who wins. And Superwoman Blue won. That's why I'm Crypto Dominance, baby. That's why I'm Crypto Dominance. Come holler at me. Come holler at me. There you go, Superwoman Blue. You got 60 seconds to give me your UID number. You know the routine. You won last week, so put them spaces in there. Put them spaces in them places. Put them spaces in them places. Make sure you drop that. I didn't see it yet, Superwoman Blue. So make sure you give me that. I see you're here, so just make sure you get it to me. And that concludes the wheel spin for this week, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for participating. Those who are here. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I am with you though. I think a lot of people are saying this is probably the last like real big bull run we're going to see. I kind of agree with you, but where I might disagree with people is that I don't think this is the actual one. I think it's going to come in like 26 ish. I think that's when the real bull run is going to start, but I could be wrong. Of course, I could be wrong. All right. So before we move on, I just want to address some of these comments that I saw, because, I asked you guys, and I kicked it off with Wick. He said, no one likes XRP. And so King Chris says, Banker's coin. That's why. That's one of my reasons as well. You can just make more. Yeah. Wick says the supply is so centralized, like they're not celebrating Bitcoin supply centralization. All these ETFs coming down. Good point. How do you guys feel about that? Do you consider Bitcoin centralized with the advent of financialization? I don't. I disagree with Wick on this one. Do these ETFs centralize the price of Bitcoin? Yeah, the price, but not the actual tokenomics, not the fundamentals. The fundamentals still stand 21 million. That's it. I think that part is not manipulated by Wall Street. You can't do that, but they are manipulating the price. And again, I've said this already. Bitcoin should be at, where are we right now? We are currently at, let me close this out. Bitcoin is currently sitting at 95,000, right? We should be at $950,000 Bitcoin right now. Someone else says, Crypto City says, I think it's just the narrative that was being put out about use case and the token not being used, only their blockchain. That's my second point. So those 2 points is for Crypto Blood is what makes me not a fan of XRP. The utility or use case of it, of their actual coin. The fact that their initial, maybe they've pivoted, but they came out the gate swinging, saying that XRP is it's all about helping banks navigate on the blockchain. Man, banks, bro, we're not here to help banks, and this is what we got to get back. We're not here to help banks. The banks ain't helped us, have they? So no, I'm not here to help the bankers participate in this new economy. They'll be fine. They'll figure out a way, and they already have, but they'll figure out a way to slither themselves into this bad boy and rent seek. So I'm with it. The banker coin, that whole banking narrative is some bull. And then the whole situation about actual use case of the token. Now Ripple the company, Ripple the company I would buy their stock any day, because they've been acquiring companies. They've been, doing partnerships. They've been making moves for sure. Got to give them some credit for that, or a lot of credit actually. But that coin is just not really needed right now, and it really isn't needed after I show you these, or isn't being used after I show you these metrics in a second. B. Walter says some people don't like XRP because they think about politics instead of how to make money with it. This can make them miss chances to trade and earn. It's important to look at how XRP can be used. That's the main thing, Walter. There ain't no use case. It can be used to speculate, sure, but that is not a strategy that I'm willing to long-term bank on. I'm just not. I'd love to actually make money off bankers. I hear that. Round of applause for Rick on that. I hear that, bro. What if they find a way to manipulate 21 million supply, even though we know over 4 million are lost? There theoretically is a way to manipulate that. But it's a real far out there theory. King Chris said they want XRP to take over the Swift payment system, which is not going to happen. I'm sorry, it's just simply not going to happen. They're already implementing their own system. They're going to use their own proprietary system, ladies and gentlemen. That's how it goes. It's just how it goes. We got memories with Mike in the building. My friend sold his XRP. People getting mad gangs for sure. Hey, listen. Get your paper. Get your paper. I'm not hating on that. So let's take a look at this. This is what I want to do before we look at the final article for today. I just got to set some context, man. Like, just to show you guys how ridiculous. I'm going to go to all time. All time. Because I was doing, I had it set at 30 days, but let's just go all time so that we can really get a grasp on and put XRP into some context. Okay. So I want you to tell me, ladies and gents, where do you think on this list XRP falls as far as top blockchains? And that is based on smart contracts, number of dApps, DeFi, total value locked, transactions, NFTs, and dApp volume. Where does XRP fall? Give me a number, ladies and gents. Give me a number before I expose and show you. While you do that, let's take a look at who is the top done data. BNB. This is why I like BNB. I hold some BNB for sure. I actually do a lot of transactions in BNB. So I know, firsthand, I use BNB on a regular basis. On a regular basis. Tron is another one I use on a regular basis. So I see it firsthand. Now Ethereum is number 2, which is it's interesting. This is going to drop though. Ethereum is going to drop over time. Okay, that's my theory. That's what I think. But as you can see, Ethereum is you look at dApp volume, right? Look at the big margin. 7.7 trillion for Ethereum versus 12.21 trillion for BNB. Wow. That's a decent delta. Contracts, though, you're still killing it with Ethereum at 185,000 contracts versus 101,000 contracts. BNB has more dApps, though, at 5,555. But, BNB is like, it's an EVM, right? So it's an EVM. So it's really not like moving the needle. It's not, it's cool. But I kind of look at BNB as one of those like old school blockchains, smart contract blockchains. T. Will said it's been in the top 10 since it was created. That's got to hold some weight. Oh, XLM. Nah, XLM. Yeah, I'm with XLM. I like XLM a lot more. I do. I like XLM a lot more, Walter. So I'm with you on that one, B. Walt. Banks don't work out of proprietary. Huh? No, bro. They do. They build. So COBOL is a programming language, right? That's like saying so that's a wrong analogy there, Wick, because what programming language does XRP use? It's the same as saying that. So that's not the right way, in my opinion, of assessing it, because XRP is not a programming language. It's actually built with, I don't know what XRP uses for their engine, for their virtual machine. But yeah, that's not the right assessment on that one, bro. I'm not an XRP army guy, just like logic. The list doesn't matter with XRP. It's been basically banned until lately. No, it does, bro. It does. It does matter. Especially if you're a longer term hodler of XRP, you need to understand the context and where everything is at, right? So let's see where XRP is. XRP is currently ranked number, I couldn't even, let me see. So let me do it like this. I'm gonna do a search right within the field. XRP is at number 41 on the list. Okay, it's got 39 dApps. I'm gonna say that again. It's got 39 dApps. 37 contracts. 1 million total UAW. NFT volume is 19 million, almost 20 million. Transactions 21 million. DApp volume 22.75 billion. Okay, it's ranked number 41. I'm doing that. I'm showing you those numbers just to let you know how many other damn chains are in the long run going to either it's just one or two things. Now you can look at one or two things, because I'm going to bring up another thing really quickly. The other thing I'm going to bring up is coin. I still can't get over XRP with 39 dApps. That's crazy, yo. But let me just bring up CoinGecko real quick, and just I got to bring up the market cap, because this one, it doesn't show market cap on DApp radar. So the market cap, it's now number 3, ladies and gents. Crazy run up, 83% in 7 days. Market cap. Look at this market cap. $152 billion. So I'm putting, I say all this to say, just to give you some context. I think, now listen, markets can stay irrational longer than you can stay solvent. And that's in the case if someone was trying to short XRP. I would greatly suggest not shorting XRP. And I ain't got that much conviction. Let me see what Wick says here real quick. No, I got what you're saying, Wick. I'm just saying that you said that banking systems use COBOL. It doesn't matter the language. That's not, COBOL is not a proprietary language, but neither is what XRP is built on, is what I'm saying. So you can't, that's not you're comparing apples to oranges, in my opinion, on that particular point. But yeah, just to set the context, guys, I think you're overvalued here with a $152 billion market cap. And as I've heard some of you say in the comments, you're taking some profits. If I held XRP, I'll be taking some profits here. That's all I'm saying. Will it go to $5, which would be another doubling essentially in the market cap? Will put us at $300 billion market cap, just shy of Ethereum. As much as I don't like Ethereum, or think Ethereum is really overvalued and overhyped, I just can't see Ethereum or XRP getting close to Ethereum. I see Solana getting near Ethereum before XRP. Ultimately, I've said this for many years. Ultimately, guys, Tether is going to be the one that's going to have the largest market cap and be the first one to eclipse Bitcoin, in my opinion. Mark my word. You will see Tether eclipse Bitcoin's market cap. That'll be the first cryptocurrency to eclipse and pass Bitcoin's market cap. You heard it here first. Or actually, not first. I've said this, I don't know how many times in the past 4 or 5 years. Memories with Mike said 37th and probably less. I was real damn close on my call. You sure were. You sure were. So let's take a look at what's going on, though. So we do have out of a Decrypt, XRP surges another 45%, crushing recent Bitcoin and Dogecoin gains. And it just kind of goes through that. I also have something from Peter Bryant from You Today. We'll take a look at too. He's the I think he created the Bollinger Band, if I'm not mistaken. Can't remember what Peter created. We'll look at that in a second. But anyway, this goes through, Donald Trump's election. That sparked it. Then we had the SEC commissioner saying he's stepping down on the 20th of January. That's what's up. Round of applause for that. Can't wait for that. And the triple whammy, the last thing, the icing on the cake, is now the rumors of, all of the, not rumors, but the actions of all of these Wall Street guys hitting us with these spot or ETF filings. So those three aspects have really ratcheted up. And a lot of it has to do with the SEC, right? Someone was saying that the SEC suppressed the price of XRP. Yeah, I think they did. Not maybe intentionally, but through their actions, people stayed away. People quite naturally stayed away with such a big case on hand. So, yeah, it was suppressed by the actions of the SEC, not necessarily directly because the SEC was somehow suppressing the price of Bitcoin or XRP. So those three things is the reason why you're seeing that. Again, I don't think it's sustainable, just like MicroStrategies ain't sustainable. Round of applause. Now, listen, I have no shame in being wrong. That's why I can be so convicted with my points. That's what's wrong with some of these damn influencers. They be so worried about being wrong when they really wrong more than they ever are right anyway. They just want to paint the facade that they're right all the time, but they're not. They're wrong more than you watching me. So, it is what it is. Let's see. T. Will says, CB, did you see Wall Street's bets doing what it did? TikTok is a beast, and they are pumping XRP. Oh, wow. No, I didn't. So that's another reason. I didn't even know about that, bro. Wow. If you don't think XRP is going to blast off when Gensler steps down, you crazy. Oh, yeah. No. That's man. It was definitely suppressed. It shouldn't have been that low, but I was saying it was going to be that low, seeing that, what the SEC was doing to them, So, it is what it is. But let's take a quick look at what Peter Brandt says about XRP's new price prediction. He says, I just want to get to the nitty gritty on it. Let's see what he says. What does he say? Oh, good Lord Almighty. Not quite a 2,000, my friend, but $24 is what Peter is saying. So what do y'all think about that? Peter says, let's see where he says it here. Let's see. Thus, Expert Trader has published a price chart of XRP. Now, he's been wrong multiple times in the past, so it's not, everyone's going to be wrong. I don't care how legendary of a trader you are and whatever you've done. So, you got to take it with a grain of salt. So he says he's published a price chart of XRP on which he predicted his vision in particular noting how the price of the token broke through the dynamic resistance at the level around 92 cents and then rushed upward. Looking at Bryant's chart, we can assume that the trader expects this breakout to result in a price of $24 per token. Yikes. Wow. Now, the article says this seems unrealistic considering that XRP would then have a market. This is what I'm saying. Like, we got to keep in mind and keep in check the market cap and number of tokens floating outstanding. That would take us to a $1.3 trillion market cap. Yeah. I just don't see it, guys. They ain't doing nothing on the blockchain to render a $1.3 trillion market cap. I'm sorry. And I'm gonna stick to it. Will it go up a little higher? Sure. It may even eclipse all-time highs before moving back down. But yeah, that's crazy. Red River is saying I'm predicting a quadrillion market cap. If it went to $10, why would you hold it just to double it at 10 when you could cash out and buy the token like Tia that hasn't broken out yet? I agree with you. I'm totally in agreement with you. Like, at some point, CZSZ says market cap don't mean shit. All right, bro. I hear you. Yeah, it's just getting it's something called law of large numbers, ladies and gentlemen. Law of large numbers. I know we've been going for an hour and 20. God damn. Law of large numbers. You start getting up there, and it's just hard to double from where you are. It's hard to listen, it's hard to get another $150 billion into XRP. And it's not dollar for dollar. It's not dollar for dollar for sure. You don't actually need $150 billion to come in, but it's, a multiplier of maybe 5x to 10x. So I would just go 10x. So you're talking about another $15 billion to solely go into XRP. It starts getting real hard to do those types of things. So that's why I'm thinking we're near, again, X everything else. If everything else equal, Bitcoin stays around 90 something, $100,000. It doesn't go much higher. If you see the overall market go higher, then we can have another discussion. But as everything equal, I just don't see it happening. We need more liquidity overall to get into this market to pump XRP even higher than where it is today, to get to that $4 or $5 market cap, $4 or $5 price per coin. XRP memes. I haven't even looked into those, bro. It's just too much, man. It's too much. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you to the winners. We'll get those funds over to your account as soon as possible. I'll hand that information over to my people over at BYDFi. They'll send you that. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. We got the Christmas sweaters on deck. FYI, guys, Christmas sweaters are on deck. So check those out. Hit that QR code and get you one of these Christmas sweaters. All right. It's a pump.fun Christmas. We got about 9 or 10 different styles ready to be shipped out later this week. So get yours before Christmas. Doge, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Bonk, Pepe. Got a few out there. 9 actually in total. So check those out. Link is I don't think the link is in the description, so you got to scan that QR code right there to buy you one. That's it. That's my 2 Satoshis. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Holla. Oh, by the way, before I get out of here, one last thing. The rest of this week is a Blowfin giveaway, guys. All right. So you got to have your Blowfin account ready for next Monday. Next Mondays will be a Blowfin giveaway. $50 worth of USDT to your Blowfin account. So make sure you scan that QR code as well and get your Blowfin account set up and ready and locked and loaded as well. Now, that's finally it. It's my 2 Satoshis. I'm out here, people. How?
Yeah, it's crypto blood, Detroit flow, streaming from the D, knowing what to show, indicators are wrong point, OG since 12, invested in trade, living life like a pro, I'm Rucker, Jerry, it's just blood too, bad motherfucker, but in a good way, boo, got my eyes on the charts, ain't no time to sleep. Get that money, gotta keep it creep. That's my crypto blood, 2 Satoshis on the line. Stacking my coin, got the market on my mind. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum too. Cash is king, but I'm looking for a new move. I know the culture of the markets like the streets. Got my finger on the pulse, can't nobody beat. I see the trends, I see the flow. Got my strategies in place, you know.
Yo, it's NYB.
Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Okay.
Fucking thing